Hey everybody, it's Vika. This is Bad Health Monologue. So this is probably my a millionth take of this video. Instead of all of my other ideas, for Women's Day, I'm just going to say it like it is. Spoilers, there will be swearing, and this is going to be ranty. I am fucking tired of having to explain what feminism is to people who refuse to educate themselves on what it is and what it represents before bashing it or before saying that people are feminazis and that we want to bash all men, and it's just none of that. It's all coming out now because I took 12 takes of this video trying to explain feminism and what it is, includes men, you're included, come join us in our little struggle to be equal to you. It was just sounding too politically correct for myself, and because this is my vlog and I decided, fuck it, it's Women's Day, it's my day, I'm going to say what I have to say, and I'm going to say it the way that I want to say it. I'm not here to change your mind about feminism. I'm just here to tell you that at this point, I shouldn't have to tell you what feminism is. You should know what feminism is. And if you don't know what it is, and you don't know the definition of it, that Googling it probably takes about 5 seconds. As I was explaining it, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's just such obviousness to me. Some people view us as very aggressive, but whenever you're going to war against a country, are you going to be really calm and polite and politically correct and sit there and go, okay, what you have to understand, Hitler, is that you have to stop. You have to stop. You know, I think it's really good if we should just sit down and talk about it. Maybe, we could talk about what you're doing and why you're doing it. That's not how life works, unfortunately. We have to at some point get fed up, and whenever you get fed up, you get emotional, you get angry, and you start standing up for the rights that you believe are yours. I'm tired of having to explain feminism to people because, you can look up anything on the internet. You can look up texts, books, you can read articles written by people who have studied in women's studies. There's just so much out there to inform yourself on what feminism is, and that you can use critical thinking and go, that makes sense. Most of the people that I end up having arguments with don't even know what feminism is, or don't even understand where it comes from. Some of the first feminists were men. The first feminist propaganda that was written, which was labeled as feminist propaganda, was written by a man. Bet you didn't know that. Well, you know what? It took me literally 5 minutes to go on Wikipedia and find out that information. After recording 12 times explaining what feminism was and how men can be involved and how me wearing makeup doesn't make me a bad feminist, and how the term bad feminist shouldn't even exist because it's just stupid to describe something that's not feminism with the word feminists, I just opted on making this rant instead. I shouldn't have to bust my balls to explain what it is to people. People should be interested in equal rights. People should be interested in the fact that there is toxic imagery that stems from the fact that women are considered the way that they are, and that this toxic image doesn't just affect women, it affects men as well. And as soon as women take an inch, men are getting upset because they're oh, it's I lost an inch. No, it's not. It's just madness. I love being a woman. I love putting makeup on. I like wearing dresses. I like doing all of these things that women are supposed to or is okay to do. I also, I skateboarded. I like video games. I like things that are not necessarily feminine, and that doesn't make me less of a woman. It just makes me a fucking human being with likes and dislikes, just like you. I find that gender roles in society are just so stale. How are you a woman and not tired of us, people assuming that you have a womb that's just there to do the one thing, and that you're gonna want to have children one day, and that your life is gonna be empty if you don't have children? I'm sorry, but that's just stupid. Aren't you tired as a man to always be stoic, strong, and not emotional, and you're always cool, calm, collect, and in charge? Don't you want to just sit back sometimes, watch Inside Out and cry your eyes out and not be judged for it? Is nobody into this idea of being able to do whatever they want without it being whittled down to like, but that doesn't belong in your gender category. I'm not usually the type to stand up and say, I've had it and this is stupid, but I've had it and this is stupid. And it's not funny. It's not funny that people will tell me I'm not a feminist because I wear makeup. It's not funny because guys call me bossy instead of passionate and in charge. It's not funny that people assume that I'm gonna want to have children one day because I have a womb to carry one. It's not funny that I get catcalled. It's not funny that people tell me that I should just take it as a compliment. It's not something that's fun. It's not something that is fair or equal, and I'm sure guys also don't think it's fair or equal. You go to court, you try to get in, the custody of your child, and it's, oh, well, the mother is more nurturing, so the mother has a better chance in court to get her child. That's just plain stupid, and because women are viewed like that, men are getting the shaft in court for this. I'm not going to tell you what feminism is. I'm just going to tell you why it's time for you to just take your keyboard, go on Google feminism, inform yourself on what feminism is, and make critical thinking decisions based on what you read. Because you cannot enter an argument with someone and say that you're not a feminist if you never bothered to look up what it is, what it represents, and where you sit with what it represents. That's what I'm going to say today for Women's Day. Being a woman is great, but being a woman with equal rights to my counterparts would be even better. That's my rant of the day. I am glad that you guys took a listen. I'm really sorry if this is like something that seems really out of place on my vlog, because I talk about mostly like about mental health and mental health awareness, but I feel like this is another kind of awareness that, especially on Women's Day, deserves a little bit of a look at. So thank you for watching. If you're a woman, happy Women's Day to you. Take care of yourselves. Self-love is always important. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!